Article 372. There is one northeastern state. उसके लिए क्या है जरा देखना. हाँ, what is that? Northeast. हाँ. Which is very close to JNK. Assam is a proper state. Guys, are you finding out any other article which is closer to JNK, but that article is still going on? Which article? To the northeastern state. It is as good as Article 370, but wo zyada line hai. That is Nagaland. What is the article? Nagaland. You remember last time I showed a speech of a Nagaland minister?
Yeah.
A wonderful chubby fellow. So Nagaland has an Article 371. It is not very vibrant like JNK, but it is a very peaceful. But people को आके Indian government ज़्यादा bind नहीं कर सकता. It is left to them whether they will accept our rules or not. But they are generally with India. They are not with either Tibet or with China. Nagaland has an Article 371 going on still. So Nagaland के साथ India ने बहुत सेंसर नहीं किया because Nagaland is a peaceful place, no headache to India. So let's start with the critical approach. We have a small paragraph JNK. I think let us allow Madhav to read. Come on, Madhav. If he reads page, I am having an old textbook.
28 page. The state of Jammu and Kashmir.
Yes, please read.
Yes, sir. The state of Jammu and Kashmir has its own constitution. Many provisions of the Indian constitution are not applicable to this state, but with the approval of the state assembly, Indians who are not permanent residents of this state cannot buy land or house here. Similar special provisions exist for some other states of India as well. Should I read the
some other state? उधर some other state में कौन सा state लिखेंगे? Article 371 लिखो Nagaland. बाकी भी है छोटा मोटा, but Article Nagaland is very special to India. लिखो. Jamshed. He's sleeping and he's asking what, sir?
No, sir, I'm reading.
Who told you to read? Madhav is reading. Everyone write Article 371 for Nagaland. Nagaland है ना? क्यों नहीं? Article 371 for Nagaland. Everyone. Let's proceed. Come on now. Good.
Yes, Union territories. There are some units of Indian Union which enjoy very little power.
Very little. I'll tell you in a very simple manner. Now we have Chandigarh, Pondicherry, Karaikal, Mahe. Why are you going so deep? Even our own Gujarat के बाजू में ही है Daman and Diu. Daman and Diu. Correct. Even Goa was a UT earlier. अभी Goa state में आ गया. What is an UT?
Union territory.
And here the population is less, the area is small. So government क्या बोलता है? We can't have a central government, state government there. So government says directly, UTs are directly in the hands of whom? Central government. Correct. Like we go to Andaman and Nicobar, that is also an union territory. There is no state government. That is also DNH बोलता है, Dadra Nagar Haveli. That is also an union territory. Chandigarh as a union territory. Pondicherry, or we call it in English as Puducherry. Correct. Now map में Puducherry दिखेगा. The Tamil word is Pondicherry. Now you get a now you get a ration card and an Aadhaar card of Pondicherry. Directly France and Portugal people give you a visa. हाँ, मतलब इतना अच्छा है कि मैं भी सोचा है कि एक जन्म पत्रिका वहां से उठाऊं. मुझे तो लगता है कि फिर लंदन भी देना चाहिए सब इंडियंस को, क्योंकि तुम लोग हमारा 200 साल हमारा पूरा लूट के गया है और हमको कुछ देता भी नहीं है ना. I had gone to 2 times or 3 times, but it was not the visit that I want. Correct. So we always believe these union territories are special. Why special? Directly in the hands of central, no state government there. Carry on.
Sir, I had a doubt, sir. How are union territories, sir, made into states? Sir, what is that?
That I'll tell you. Very simple. Now we have Goa Assembly with 23 seats. Arunachal Pradesh with 2 seats. अभी 2 seats का कोई state government बना सकता है? मतलब स्पीकर भी नहीं है पार्लियामेंट में, बड़े लोग चिल्ला रहे हैं सर, 2 ही जन है सर, एक नहीं आएगा तो दूसरा का मीटिंग नहीं होता है. It's like I remember my master's lectures in Mumbai only. My ma'am will be calling me, Alakesh, are you coming for the lecture? हाँ आ रहा हूँ, टेंशन मत करो, on the way. So there was 62 students in my class, and I was the only student attending the lectures. And मतलब ma'am will be sitting right with my friend, I'll be sitting in the first bench. और मैम बोली हाँ लो आप चलो. फिर बेचारे वो टेंशन में रहते थे, अगर मैं नहीं आया तो उस दिन तो उसका सैलरी नहीं मिलती. Understood? अभी ऐसा 2 सीट का कोई असेंबली बना सकता है क्या? It's very impatient, is it? Then the people population is not even 1/3. It's just like 15, not even 15. I can say 3 to 5 lakhs of people population is there. फिर आप बोलेगा सर 15 सीट का एक असेंबली बनाओ. 15 सीट के लिए असेंबली को तोड़ेगा कैसे? So area is small and population is also less. Abhi now we have Delhi. Who can tell me Delhi is a fully state or a UT? I don't know. Do we have a chief minister in Delhi?
Yes, sir.
Do we have a LG in Delhi? Lieutenant governor. So Delhi is not 100% state, half state and half UT. हाँ, पहला दिल्ली आके पूरा यूपी था.
Therefore, sir, the police is controlled by central government.
We have a lieutenant governor जो CM का पावर से भी ज्यादा है. That's why this Mr. Kejriwal goes and sleeps in his house. बोलते कि हमको पावर्स ही नहीं देता है. एक हफ्ते के लिए एलजी का ऑफिस में जाके लोग भूख हड़ताल कर रहा था. एलजी टिकट डाल के बाहर भाग गया रहेगा, जो करने का करो, मुझे क्या है. And they say कि LG is directly under the hands of BJP. They understood what is the games. Abhi in between 5 minutes break, I was watching a wonderful debate of Delhi only. BJP is having the municipal corporation of Delhi, usko MCD bolte hain. BJP for last 15 years is winning the local elections in Delhi, but state election में आम आदमी पार्टी. You don't know how the tussle between Kejriwal and it's wonderful to watch. It's like Mia Bibi का झगड़ा चल रहा है. But then people are suffering. State बोलता तू LG के पास जा, CM बोलता मेरा तो हाथ में पावर नहीं है, LG बोलता मेरा, अरे किसके तो हाथ में पावर है? Are you understanding? So there is a state which is half state and half UT, that is Delhi. अभी तक दिल्ली को full state नहीं मिला है. जिस दिन full statehood मिलेगा, then the LG will be removed. Only the CM will be controlling the state.
सर तो फिर जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर है वो दिल्ली को कंट्रोल
नहीं, वो न्यू दिल्ली में है ना. देखो दिल्ली and New Delhi, you have to be very careful. Prime Minister anyhow cannot control New Delhi because he is the entire central. अभी हमारा पार्लियामेंट न्यू दिल्ली में है तो उधर जाना पड़ता है. That's it. So he cannot say I am the Prime Minister of India and I am sitting in New Delhi, तो मेरा हाथ में ले ले. State तो उनके हाथ में है ना. Getting it? चलो let's proceed, Madhu.
Yes, sir. There are areas which are too small to become an independent state. But
Underline, too small. Area भी small है, population is also less. Everyone understand? तो दोनों ढूंढ रहे हैं. तुमको मिला कि नहीं? मिला ना? Please mark. Madhav as well as Krish as well as Akshar.
Yes.
Carry on, Madhav.
Yes, sir.
But which could not be merged with any of the existing states. These territories do not have the powers of a state.
Underline, do not, and underline the powers of a state. And what is the meaning of the powers of the state?
Sir, the state list.
अभी अगर दिल्ली आके 100% state होता, do you think central government can interfere?
No.
आम आदमी बोलेगा, oh, I am the elected CM of Delhi. Correct? Means central has the interference into the state. Into the UT. अगर half है तो, अगर fully UT है, state government is not there. It is 100% hands of central government. Carry on.
Yes, sir. The central government has special powers in running these areas. Chandigarh, Lakshadweep, and Pondicherry are example of union territories. Should I read federalism next?
Yes, carry on.
Federalism, why stable in India? Still, the sharing of power between the union government and
Before he is reading, I'll tell it in a very simple way. Now we are saying federalism has a lot of diversities, lot of are you understanding? But abhi tak India stably chal raha. We do not know when it will break. Punjab alag, Tamil Nadu alag, but still now it is going on. So what is the reason? Come on, read.
Still, the sharing of power between the union government and the state government is basic to the structure of the constitution. It is not easy to make changes to this power sharing arrangement.
Like not easy to make changes. Next.
The parliament cannot on its own change this arrangement.
Parliament cannot change.
Any change to it has to be first passed by both the houses of the parliament.
Any change underline passed by both the houses. Circle the word 2/3. 2/3 को हम लोग simple majority बोलेंगे, special majority बोलेंगे. 2/3 is simple majority or special majority? Special. 1/3 was simple. Everyone write down about 2/3. Special majority से pass होना चाहिए कि ज्यादा power state को देंगे हम. Then it has to be ratified by legislature. Underline the word ratified. उधर लिखो cross check. At least half of the total state. मतलब पूरा state का आधा जन बोलना चाहिए. ये हमको ज्यादा power चाहिए. तब जाके central government देगा power. Carry on.
Then it has to be ratified by the legislatures of at least half of the total states. So
ratified by state. मतलब अभी महाराष्ट्र बोलता है कि हमको ज्यादा पावर चाहिए तो महाराष्ट्र का आधा असेंबली हाँ बोलना चाहिए. Next.
So with all the practical limitation and shortcomings, the Constitution of India through its provisions ensured that India retains its federal character.
Underline Constitution ensured India retains its federal character. Underline broad level of practice. मतलब broadly federally है, but central के हाथ में ज़्यादा powers है. Now everyone put the heading in your notebook and write this answer in your notebook. Whatever I marked, you put the heading why India has a stable federalism. Why India has a stable federalism or a federal structure, not federalism. Why India has a strong stable federal structure. जो मैंने underline किया उसी को points में लिखना है. Are you getting it? What I'm saying? But Krish.
Yes, sir.
But Akshar.
Yes, sir.
Minimum 4 points to highlight, but I think there are 5 points. But write in short points now. Come on, start marking. Start writing. Mark को पहले कर दिया ना. Come on, quick. So once you finish, say yes. Then we will move on with the next part of it. क्या बोल रहा है? I'm just coming in 2 minutes.
It is not easy to make changes. Second point कैसे लिखना है? वो पहले जमशेद का वो जमशेद 24 कैरेट गोल्ड है ओ किधर किधर ऑयल डिजल का एक दादा नहीं चाहिए second point का year है The parliament cannot on its own change this arrangement. They not change not parliament cannot it is not going to change this character. To this power sharing arrangement. I think this parliament cannot arbitrate cannot make change on their own. Parliament cannot make change. Second point.
First point you have written. Then take minute. Second point में क्या issue है? The parliament on its own cannot make any special arrangement. ऐसा लिखो. The parliament cannot make on its own any special arrangements. Right like that. Any special arrangement on its own. थोड़ा सा common sense लगाने का उसके लिए हाँ. Can I win? She is also saying yes.
So many people understand.
अच्छा. About voice common sense है?
Yes, sir.
I'm only sorry. You should do it whether you have it or. Write simple 4 points. Wherever points are unable to write, you can ask me.
So it's only 93.
So take it. 4 point I will give it. You break bigger points into 2. Such as
Main, third and second point.
तो और भी अच्छा. मैं उसको 2 बनाने बोल रहा हूँ, 2 को 1 कर. And today she asked me that water resources is a chapter, but already one chapter has been left in half. What is that chapter?
Forest has been moved. Huh? So globalization.
Not the entire chapter. It is there. It is there.
First half. Globalization is very.
सर वो टाइप्स ऑफ स्पीशीज रिमूव लो उसमें से.
Types of species से start करने का ना, मैंने वहां से तो start किया वो chapter को.
सो टाइप ऑफ स्पीशीज ही वो रिमूव्ड है.
Or not finished it.
Yes. Just started.
Because of you only.
Yes. Because of the so.
तो ये start करेगा तो बोलते वो करो, फिर वो करेगा तो और करो.
सर इसके बाद हम लोग जेंडर कास्ट रिलीजन चालू कर सकते हैं.
ये क्या नाम है?
हाँ, economics का globalization. हाँ, वो economic.
पर ये बच्ची का क्या हाल है?
तो मेरा भी आएगा.
हाँ तो फिर वही करेंगे ना. बाकी बच्चा तू ही कर.
सर मेरे एग्जाम में तो नेशनल आएगा.
Guys, did you write down? Write the next heading. Oh boy.
Lifelines of
Put the next heading in your notebook. How is federalism practiced in India? How is federalism? ये important है, ये खत्म करेंगे. How is federalism practiced in India? There is a page number. I don't know what is the page number. You guys have it.
59.
Everyone turn to that page. Did everyone see that? How is federalism practiced in India?
Yes.
Okay. What is that first heading they have given? Linguistic. Now let me just explain this. Then you read it. Then I'll give the notes. Now listen. Today, if you see, India has close to 28 states. Do you accept? 28. Now the UT of JMK and Ladakh. Now, on what basis do you decide the boundary between Maharashtra and Gujarat?
On basis of diversion.
On the basis of
Diversity.
No, I don't think so. Huh. No, it was not like that. No. We said the point where the Marathi Manus, the Marathi speaking people, that is Maharashtra. And from there, the Gujarati speaking people come, that is Gujarat. But this was not India, this was the British government who told to mark the boundaries between the states of the country based on linguistic basis. What is linguistic? Language. Chalo, फिर भी महाराष्ट्र में and Gujarat में there is a vast difference. Marathi is totally different from Gujarati. You go to south, we have 4 states: Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, and AP. For you and me, we say South Indians. But Tamil, or we say Tamil, is totally different from Malayalam. Malayalam doesn't have any roots to Kannada and Telugu. But हम मराठी मानुस को क्या बोलना है? South Indian. Look what might be the tension between the 2 states called Tamil Nadu and Kerala. So the entire 28 states in India is divided on the basis of language. इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं linguistic division of the states within the country. I don't know how many of you know the word called Pashtuns. Pashtuns. अगर मैं हिंदी में बोलेगा तो तुरंत मालूम है. हाँ हम बोलेंगे Pathans. Pashtuns are those people who live in Afghanistan and Pakistan. Have you heard any Pashtuns in India? Partition में लोग उधर से. Many Sindhis. You're a Sindhi. Achha. They have their origin in Pakistan, but they are in Bombay. They are in Maharashtra. They are in some parts of Gujarat as well. फिर मैं पूछा भाई साहब आपका गांव किधर? बोले गांव ही नहीं है हमारा. बोले किधर है? पाकिस्तान. हम लोग पार्टीशन के पहले उधर रहता था. नहीं इधर आ. अबे how would I make a Sindh in India? Because Sindh is already there in Pakistan. So Sindh was a province where the Sindhi speaking people were living. अबे इंडिया में किधर है Sindh? In fact, when you sing that Jana Gana Mana, we have Punjab, Maratha, Sindh करके आता है. When Rabindranath Tagore written the poem, that had no partition. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So today, if I want to say what is Maharashtra, the place up till where the Marathi people are living. So where Gujarat starts, from where the Gujarati speaking people starts. So where Madhya Pradesh starts, where the Hindi speaking people are there. So I said federalism in India is practiced in a very simplistic manner. What is that simplistic manner? Based on the language, based on the linguistic. I mean, North India, again, they have a trouble with UP, Bihar, and a little bit with Madhya Pradesh. But a North Indian can identify with the Hindi they speak. I mean, like Haryanvi Hindi is not similar to the Hindi spoken by a UP fellow. Similarly, for a UP fellow, the Hindi is not same with the Bihar fellow. So, हम लोग बोलते हैं ये सब भैया लोग हैं.
सर यूपी बिहार का सेम है ना? मतलब
भैया. But उनको मालूम है. He or she can identify. सर ये है ना बिहारी है सर. ये है ना हरियाणवी है सर. ये है ना यूपी है सर. ये है मध्य प्रदेश. But हमको थोड़ी वो लैंग्वेज मालूम है. But then also, like we had for many years, Maharashtra and Goa used to be more or less the same. But then the Konkani is like Marathi but not Marathi. Then we have a state in our country called Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Telangana is separated now. In fact, many people say Telangana doesn't have the writing language. They are only speaking. Tulu. Tulu is only the speaking language. Writing तो वो तेलुगु में लिखता है. सर ये क्या confusion है? In fact, India is the only country in the world इतना languages, इतना religion, इतना culture, फिर भी unity नहीं. Correct है? So we always believe federalism is practiced based on 2 things. One is the language, another is the linguistic. The culture is also varying. Before I know who is a Malayali fellow and who is a Tamil fellow, because I come from the state of Tamil Nadu. I can speak, listen, I can answer in Malayalam, but I cannot write. except Tamil Nadu, the other parts of South India थोड़ा बहुत हिंदी, खाना खाया और खाया, इतना तो बोल ही लेते। पर तमिलनाडु में जाके हिंदी बोलो, you are a foreigner, यहाँ से निकल। मतलब भाई कुछ नहीं। So I have a big verbal fight with my cousins in Tamil Nadu. तो they say तू बहुत हिंदी सीख लिया तो हमारे पर नाटक नहीं करने। अरे वो आएगा तो भूखा मरेगा, चलेगा, हम नहीं आएंगे। आता है, but I remember one of my cousin told when that movie of Shah Rukh was released. He said, I saw a movie of Shah Rukh. मैं तुझे कब से समझने लगा? समझा नहीं, but movie का नाम बहुत अच्छा था और गाने भी बहुत अच्छे थे। मतलब कौन सा मूवी है? कुछ कुछ होता है। मतलब कुछ कुछ होता नहीं, कुछ कुछ होता है और एक ही बात है। Then you go to Kannada, they are little bit different. Theaters also they make this lungi and vesti and they go it. And they're watching a movie called Sholay. Imagine the Thakur scene coming and all are up the lungi and sitting on the screen. So suddenly भैया नीचे उतारो वरना बहुत लोग मारते हैं इधर लुंगी पे क्या हाल है। देखो even their dress habits change, the food habits change, correct? So to make divisions within the country, it was a real burden for the problem, burden on the central government. But at least they have made it. I don't know how many have seen the movies on partition. The commission which was set up by the British government to make the partition between India and Pakistan, they took close to 9 months. अभी उसको क्या मालूम है who is Pakistani and who is an Indian fellow? बस उसने बोला जहां से भी मैं वायर पकड़ेगा तो लाइन लगा के जा। And they said, sir, we have done the duty of dividing India and Pakistan. How do you rectify India? They speak Hindi. How do they speak? They also Hindi. I made it, sir. अभी भी हमारा लड़ाई झगड़ा चालू है, correct? So this is the problem India is facing because of the partition. But we are not going to discuss partition, but we are going to discuss federalism practiced in India. समझ में आया? Let's write that in your notebook. So put the heading federalism practiced in India, or write the question as it is.
Yes.
Write that question as it is. I'm going to give the points.
How is federalism practiced?
Correct, correct.
Yeah.
Federalism in India is of great success. Is great success since it was connected to the nature of democratic.
Sir, what's after great?
Was a great success since it was connected to the nature of in which chapter I left in half?
Globalization.
And Indian economy, na? Economics one.
Yes.
It's putting down the portions. Anyway, that is globalization and the modern world. But did I start that chapter? No, that's a very big chapter. Okay, right now. Democratic politics of the country.
So can you tell from nature of democratic
Politics of the country. Second point. It ensured the true spirit of federalism through the respect of diversity.
The true spirit of
Federalism. अच्छा democracy ये भाई साहब एक जमशेद है हाँ federalism ये only confuses me हाँ by connecting to और एक कुछ बोला इसके लिए सभी होनी चाहिए हाँ through the diverse culture and the desire for through the diverse culture and the desire for what Krish is moving up and down boy क्या हो रहा है
I turned on lights.
And that's okay. I thought in between you went to restrooms or what? For living together. Desire for living together by sharing the common goal of the country. By sharing the common goal of the country. Next. The first and important step. The first and the most important step. One of you separated. Good. You come here. Come here. Both are looking at each other. नहीं इधर आओ इधर आओ. कभी भी तुम दोनों देख के ऐसे करना है. The first and the most important step was the creation of linguistic state. First bench. Don't fall somewhere down. Amjad, Samjad, what's your name? Jamshed. इस sky bag उठा के ऊपर रख. Sky bag को जमीन में क्यों रखा है? Creation of linguistic states. Second point. Creation of linguistic state. Next point. Next point. So India's political map. India's political map of 1947. So India's political map of 1947 was totally different.
47.
अभी समझा इसका importance कितना है? इसका of 1947 was totally different from that of 2006. Next. Many states, many old states, sorry, many, next point. Many old states vanish. Do you understand what is vanish? And in their place, in their place, new states emerged. In their place, new states emerged. Next. Even the state boundaries were changed together, or changed altogether, sorry. Facilitating. Altogether. Facilitating. Be careful with the spelling of the word facilitating. Creation of new states. Hey, show me the pen. अपना school days में सच्ची अभी लेके चलते हैं. Show me that lid of the pen. No, you write that. वो देखे तू क्या लिखेगा? इसका पापा से उठा के लाया है. और ये ड्रैगन का है चाइना. नहीं
चाइना का मान है.
नहीं what is that brand name is also there. अरे जीना. जीना वाला 100 1200 रुपए का.
नहीं सर आपको कुछ सुना गया.
तो कुछ भी कहाँ से खरीदा? बट ये जरा बच के रहना. मालूम पड़ा कोई गोल्ड है समझ के तुझे भी उठा के लेके जाएगा.
गोल्ड नहीं है.
वो हमको थोड़ी मिला. ये इसमें इतना नहीं. मुझे पार्कर का बहुत सारा महंगा पेन आता था. मैं इस तरफ से देता था, उस तरफ से और किसी को देता. राइट. What did I say?
Last. Altogether facilitating.
Okay, next point. States were also created
So this is the next point.
Our next point, states were also created on the basis of language. Achha, I have turned my video off. On the basis of language, as in case of Nagaland, Uttarakhand, and Jharkhand, recognizing 3 words, I think you might be knowing: culture, ethnicity. Culture, this is CULTURE, culture, ethnicity. And geography of the land. The geography of the state, not land. Next. Indian Constitution declares Hindi as the official language. How many says correct? English bhi hai na?
For official.
हाँ. If I say English is the
Hindi is
official
better.
language, do we have any states जिसमें only English ही बात करता है? नहीं है. Do we have any state? Any state? English. Other than Nagaland, if I tell you, you will run away. The people of the community are called as Nagas. And their culture, you will see, अरे ये तो हमारे साथ मिलता ही जुलता ही नहीं है. But based on the language, did you not see that fellow was speaking Hindi and English? Okay. And he was saying that also. अभी हम जय हिंद बोलते तो हमारे लोग कोई देखता है कि ये कौन है भाई, कहाँ से आया है? They don't say भारत माता की जय. Why don't they say not like any Pakistani type people? But they don't know what it is. अभी I have to go and tell them, भाई साहब आप है ना इंडिया के साथ रहते हैं. बोले इंडिया वो किधर है? हाँ ऐसा भी लोकल पीपल पूछेगा क्योंकि उसका तो कनेक्शन इंडिया के साथ है ही नहीं. Why do you go to Nagaland? In between Madhya Pradesh, there are many tribal community. अभी I think थोड़ा सा डेवलपमेंट हुआ है. Madhya Pradesh is a big state. आज भी people को आप mirror दिखाएगा तो they will run. हाँ, seeing there is one enemy who is looking at me. He doesn't know what is that mirror for. अभी डेवलपमेंट हो चुका है. There's one wonderful movie called Newton करके एक movie है. What about a movie called Newton? Anyone have seen movie? Newton is a movie where I don't know his name. What's his name? A good actor of Hindi, where he has acted in one northeastern state जहाँ election कभी होता नहीं है. Election का डब्बा जाता है, election भी होता है, but people कोई वोट नहीं करता. वो उधर का लोकल ऑफिसर बोलता है वोटिंग हो गया, हाँ यही पार्टिसिपेट. हर साल यही होता है इलेक्शन. And you should watch what's his name? अरे वो X3 करके मूवी आया था उसमें. That film. And it's a award winning movie. NEWTON उसका नाम उसमें कुछ तो न्यूटन रहता है. And मतलब नया डेवलप करता है कि पहले बार बेचारा बहुत टेंशन के साथ उस स्टेट को इंडिया के साथ जोड़ता है और बोलता है आगे से इधर प्रॉपर इलेक्शन होना चाहिए. है ना, हर साल इलेक्शन का डब्बा भी जाता है, पीपल वोटिंग पे करता है, कोई घर से बाहर नहीं आता. Real movie है. Based on certain, I think northeastern state. I don't remember. I saw it a long time because हमारा colleague ने बोला सर आपने न्यूटन मूवी देखा था? मैंने सर ये मुझे आप देखो सर ये लागत because आप politics इतना घुस के पढ़ाते हैं. You should watch that movie. And you will thoroughly enjoy it. In fact, Newton उसको election officer बना के बेचता है and वो उधर जाके बैठता है स्कूल में. हाँ election. कोई पब्लिक नहीं आया. हर साल कोई नहीं. वोटिंग कैसे होता है? सर आपको जो चाहिए दबा दो. हम भी यही करते हैं. In fact, he runs away with that election box, that machine, and उधर का कुछ local गुंडा लोग उसके पीछे पड़ा रहता. And finally बेचारा उधर जाके गिरता है जहाँ people आके उसको उठाकर फिर वो बोलते हैं आप लोग वोटिंग करो. It's a real nice movie. आप कभी भी YouTube में या कहीं तो जाएगा तो न्यूटन टाइप करना you will get it. Wait, in fact, I only show the trailer of the movie. हाँ पूरा बस अभी वही रह गया, फिर तो भाई साहब पूरा पोर्शन रह जाएगा, पूरा मूवी. Say to another teacher, they'll kill you. Now, because you should understand, because based on election, I'm going to teach you, so you'll understand what is this movie all about. So Rajkumar Rao is the name. Official trailer. He acts very fantastically in some movies. Wait. Both starting. बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है मूवी. मैंने प्ले ही नहीं किया, रुको, नहीं दिख रहा है तो मत देखो.
जी 16:30.
16:30.
तुम्हारी प्रॉब्लम क्या है? मालूम है? ईमानदारी का नहीं करने के लोग.
It has been awarded by so many companies.
सिक्योरिटी मिलेगी.
हमला कर दिया उस पोलिंग बूथ के इलेक्शन को हम रद्द कर रहे हैं और दोबारा हुआ इलेक्शन. मैं आपको मतदान के लिए सालों में लगा राजनीतिक कैलकुलेटर का शामिल करेंगे. तो क्षेत्र में और सभी के कुछ बहुत मायने. मैं लिख के देता हूँ, कोई नहीं आएगा वोट देने, लेकिन भी कोई नहीं आएगा वोट देने.
ये तो पुलिस ऑफिसर
मुझे सबको बोल के वोटिंग हो रही है. वोटिंग रूल्स होते हैं.
8% कोई भी आता.
इलेक्शन बूथ में तो आज के लिए पुरानी वाली पड़ा है, डिपार्टमेंट में सबसे वाली पुरानी पड़ा है. 40% खिलौने जैसा है, जो पसंद आए अच्छा लगे वो बटन दबा दो. फिर क्या बकवास कर रहे हैं आप? ये सुना नहीं है वोटिंग. आप चुप रहिए. इलेक्शन में किसी को भी वोट दे दो.
सर कोई भी बड़ा काम एक दिन में नहीं होता, सालों लग जाते जनता को.
मेरे से पहले बहुत पहले भी एक नहीं करता. पढ़ाई करते हो कभी उसकी बात समझ लो और काम करते रहता है. जब तक कुछ नहीं बदलोगे ना तो कुछ नहीं बदलेगा. माँ बाप ने न्यूटन को मारना है.
नूतन कुमार चेंज टू न्यूटन. मतलब this movie will show you, मतलब what do you call, how elections are done in some parts of India without even understanding what is the election. The people come and over the जो भी पसंद है वो बटन दबा दो. Because these are that tribal community people and which are लोग. अच्छा, you are looked. पीछे आकर उसके बोल में जाएंगे. Right away, now 10 minutes on this. Right on the next day. What did I say? Based on the Hindi language. Yes, which is the mother tongue of? Yeah. Which is the mother tongue of? Mother tongue. Yeah.
सर आपको क्या बोला है?
Official language is Hindi, which is the mother tongue of 40% Indians.
So same topic.
Yeah, हमारा क्लास का न्यूटन.
Sir, which is the mother tongue of?
40% of Indians. Turn it. Next point. besides Hindi, 21 other languages, besides Hindi, 21 other languages are recognized as scheduled languages. Scheduled languages, which means for any government exams,
So Sanskrit भी होगा
scheduled. Sanskrit is a dead language. After 10th, it doesn't have any.
So scheduled languages which?
Huh?
Scheduled languages
Which any government exams,
So which?
means for any government exams.
a candidate can select Hindi or any of the language out of 21. मतलब आपको अगर हिंदी नहीं लिखना है, बाकी 21 languages आपको select कर सकते हैं. Either Hindi or any other language out of 21. Next, out of the 21 languages, today,
Next point.
next point. Today, central government allows English along with Hindi, as an official language for official purposes. Don't say official language. English for official purposes. You are not saying. Official purposes. Change the paradigm. Hence, federalism in India is a major success. Since centralized states, along with UTs, what are UTs? Correct. Are bounded or you write binded by linguistic, binded, मतलब hold together. Linguistic and language culture into one. Linguistic or language culture into one. That's it. Now read all the points and check with me. Then
Linguistic and
language culture into one. एक छोटा सा point है, but I can't. I will allow you to relax. You can ask me any question. Yeah. So okay. There will be exceptions. Yeah, so you go to her or you take to her. And now tell me for your coming exams, are we which subject are we lagging behind? Mother, Akshar, geography. Which chapter in geography?
Mine is all 3 subjects.
So there are KC. But geography we have finished 2 chapters. Resources and development and wildlife we finished. Yeah.
Sir, but in my school, sir, and you
खुद ही भूल गया छोड़ देना हाँ बोलना
chapter का नाम
छोड़ दे
lifetimes of study.
Hey Madhav, Krish and what's his name? In geography, you got water resources for the coming exam.
Well, my exams are over. Day before yesterday, it happened.
How about Krish?
I don't have. I have agriculture and the first chapter. Natural.
You have up till agriculture.
No, like only agriculture and natural resources. The first chapter.
Only one chapter, agriculture.
2 chapters.
resources and agriculture.
School
Yeah.
is also plans.
And in between no chapters.
No.
एक मिनट हाँ good. How about you?
4 chapters in geography, math, science, not even the name.
Yeah.
What she said, 4 chapters.
Come on, everyone, pick up the volume. And only one question you solve. Show it to me. Keep moving. Everyone, pick up the volume. From this chapter, any one question. You are talking, then you will make that. Polyganism noise.
So from worksheet.
From the worksheet, solve minimum one question. Any one question. You show it to me, get corrected, and you are.
Page number 8.
No. ये बहुत आगे है ये बच्ची मुझे लगा बहुत बोली है बट है नहीं पावर शेयरिंग नहीं है who is going to power I'm doing federalism and why solve any one question of federalism हाँ चलो what is that question हाँ तो I want detailed answer ये ऐसे क्या है ऐसा नहीं चलेगा
It's only asking.
इसके पहले ये टेक द करेक्ट क्या बोलेगा अभी there is a question called what is union list include go to the textbook under union list they given all the subjects पहला तो लिखेगा what do you mean by union list it is that list in which only the central government can make laws पहला वो लिखो in your volume only when you write it in the notebook everyone write down it is that list in which the central government can only make laws क्या हाँ तो पेंसिल हाँ तो जाओ ऑफिस से लेकर आ ऑल इजी फैक्ट्स नहीं तो गलती किसका है मेरा है तो यू डोंट गो आफ्टर यू डोंट राइट आंसर टू मी तो इसके पास पूरा भंडार है गोल्ड सिल्वर ब्रॉन्ज आगे जाके द मेडल विल बी गोल्ड पेन सिल्वर पेन एंड ब्रॉन्ज पेन मैं थोड़ा सा डैडी से बोलते हुए बिजनेस क्या करते हैं डैडी देखा बराबर इसका सिक्योरिटी बिजनेस ओके अच्छा किधर किधर है
Maybe parts of Mumbai and.
not in Navi Mumbai good business huh? How many people are working under the security office
That I don't know. Maybe
That
the
I-
office stamps.
कौन सा लिख रहा है so I'll take out back that back and come to me if I'm happy I'll send you not happy then also send you and those who have completed the question answers let me know it's smartly running away complete किया दिखाओ और जाते रहो where only central government can make laws whose notebook both three are
Complete. Sir, completed.
yes mother what is it
Sir, I have completed the question.
you can show it to me
Yes.
देखते मैं देख के चेक करके भेजूंगा बैकअप करके इधर आ जाओ करेक्टेड एंड कीप मूविंग तू सब किया भाई बैकअप कर लो पूरा हाँ इट्स ओके माधव you can finish other questions as an assignment and show it to me by next lecture
Okay,
good
sir.
night for Madhav.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye bye and good night Trish you show me your notebook for the volume ओए ये कब लिखने बोला तू आज लिखता है
Sir, ये तो आपने लिखा।
ठीक है पहला जाएगा अपना कुछ लिख लो फट से डोंट शो योर
Sir, why?
मतलब जल्दी जाना जल्दी करने कोई लड़की से देखा मैंने बाद में देखी
देख लो।
तो भाग गया ठीक है
Enjoy.
What is it? You write the same word. You do this. ऐसा नहीं चलेगा. इधर कभी आंसर काट.
That list is central government makes
तू
laws.
हट जा. इधर आ. Wait, please. You.
I
Chris, show me. Sit down. Sit down. Chris, show me your book. The rest of the question answers you have to complete. ठीक है. ये क्या है? Rest of the question answers you show it in my next lecture. You can check out. No, I will check it. Better. The this नहीं है. The union list. वो लिखो. Well sorted. Running away from me. इधर ही लिखो ना. उधर से भाग रहा है. क्या हो रहा है? It किधर है? Change it. Union list. Never answer starts with it. बच्चा इधर आ जाओ.
Is that list where only central constitution and people trying to share subjects for exam?
Okay.
Yes, पूरा answer.
इतना बड़ा पेज दिया है और 2 लाइन लिखना है.
And it's not about the पूरा yes. हो गया. I saw.
This union list, the union list. Don't wait for me. Quick. जल्दी भाग देना क्यों? कोई गेट में भी नहीं रुकना चाहिए. हाँ भाई. These are small babies.
Oh, one is constant.
हाँ जाओ. अभी कूद नहीं जाए. Thank you. हाँ I am giving good to only one student.
What?
Because he has used the entire space, not like you. 2 sentence का आंसर बनने के लिए है. चले move.
Bye, sir.
Good night. Bye bye and take care.
Bye, sir.
Bye bye.